Welcome back to Tokyo's Nippon Budokan Arena, which over the past week has witnessed some incredible judo, as 14 World Championship titles have been decided. But there is now one more title up for grabs, as we come to the mixed team event. In a format widely praised for its focus on gender equity, 3 men and 3 women will make up one team and battle side by side. The winner is the first team to reach 4 wins, with the order of weight categories decided by a random draw before the event. With Team Judo long being known as one of the sport's most exciting spectacles, there were some very important guests in attendance. Japan are the champions. They have won this event every year since its inception. And on home soil, it would be brave to bet against them defending their title yet again. And it's with Japan that we start. Their coaches have truly world-class athletes in reserve. Athletes like Hashimoto Soichi and Murao Sanshiro, who did his part in a 4-0 whitewash of South Korea in their opening match. So too did Kagiura Kokoro, another top-class fighter eager to show his worth after missing the individual competition. Laying in wait for the hosts at the semi-final stage were Brazil. They have talent in abundance, as Olympic champion Rafaela Silva showed during their quarter-final win against Azerbaijan. First up, under 78kg fighter Hamada Shori took on over 78kg fighter Maria Suelin Alterman. Your commentator is former world champion Neil Adams.
Former world champion Hamada at under 78 kilos is just taking the fight to Alterman and looking for the Newaza exchange. Look at this now. She wraps the arm up and now trying for the Juji Gatame. This would start Japan off in a really good manner. Can she get the Juji Gatame? I think that arm might come out. She's going to turn it into the hold down. She wraps the arm up and straight into the hold down. A brilliant bit of Newaza there from Hamada. And it's going to start it off at 1-0 for Japan. And Hamada came in here with everything to prove.
Next, Kagiura faced David Mora at over 90 kilograms.
Well, Kagura also got something to prove. He'll want everybody to know that he should have been the main choice. Oh, nice Uchimata Mora. And now on the move, Kagura looking for the Seanagi, and then tried the Kouchi, and now Oso to Gary, and he just takes him over, Mura, and gets the ippon. That puts Japan 2-0 up. That was a brilliant combination from Kagura. Look at that reaching Osoto there, turns into Siotoshi, and that was brilliantly taken. Great judo. And Mura couldn't stop it. He snaked the leg across. Look at the driving leg there that he readjusts. And he just drives him onto his back, and Japan are 2-0 up.
At under 57 kilograms, another former world champion, Yoshida Tsukasa, defeated Silva with a pin, meaning Hashimoto could wrap things up at under 73 kilograms when he faced Eduardo Barboza.
Hashimoto, well, he's here to show that he could also have won the individuals. He's already watched Ono smash his way through. Look at that Sodi Surakamigoshi there. Barboza goes over the top. If Japan win this, they're in the final. Sodi Surakamigoshi, and he just disappears underneath. How many times have we seen him do that technique? He can go left and right as well, Hashimoto. Now, which side's he going to go? Looking for the right. Oh, right Sinagi! And he takes Barboza over. And Japan are through to the final. That's 4-0 to Japan against Brazil. And they made that look easy. He drops to the right this time. It's Siatoshi in the end. And he just drops so low. Look how Barboza drives towards the mat. And that was brilliant change of direction by Hashimoto. Hashimoto says to Ono, "What do you think about that?" It was absolute brilliance. Japan go through to the final, and there's smiles from everybody there. And who could possibly stop this team? Packed full of world and Olympic champions, and the great Kosei Inui says, "Off we go, we're in the final."
Brazil would now fight for bronze against the team of Mongolia, another nation flourishing in the mixed gender format. At over 90 kilograms, last year's world bronze medalist Ulzibayar Durinbayar faced the enormous Rafael Silva.
I think this match is going to be decided on who wants it most. Don't forget, this is going to put them 1-0 up. Whatever team! Oh, Silva's got it! Ashiguruma, and he finishes it off and puts Brazil 1-0 up. He just waited for the right moment there. Look at that. Latches onto the knee and then rotates through. He can throw, can't he, when he really wants to.
Rafaela Silva then defeated Losol Enk Otgon to put Brazil 2-0 up, before Barboza faced Sendochia Tsokpatar at under 73 kilograms.
Well, Sendochia needs this match to bring Mongolia back into the whole match. Oh, look at that, Sakeishi there. Barboza went for the Uchimata, and wow, he missed. The slip of the hips there by Sendochia, and he throws it for a Wazari, and now it's just got to hold it for 10 seconds. It's all over. Now it's 2-1, and Mongolia have come back into it. What a pressure point that was. Look at that. He just slips around that leg and uses the hands there to send Barboza onto his back. It was brilliant stuff. It's opportune judo.
Maria Portela put Brazil 3-1 up with a win at under 70 kilograms. Before Altan Bagana Gantulga pulled one back for Mongolia at under 90 kilograms. It meant that Altaman could win it for Brazil when she took on Otgon Muntsetsek at over 70 kilograms.
Otgon knows that if she wins this, it will go into a tiebreaker, golden score tiebreaker. Altaman, she also knows if she gets this, then they've won it. Oh, and look at that! Ashiguruma! And Altaman's on top here, just needs to hold for 10 seconds. And she's squeezing as hard as she possibly can. She just needs to keep control of the upper part of the body, and she's done it. Brazil have won the bronze medal, and that was absolutely super stuff from Altaman. That big smile on her face says it all. She knew she had to get this to win it outright. Ashiguruma, the whole team were behind her, and look at that, they erupt. Their arms go up into the air. They know they've won the bronze medal. The crowd, the team, and everybody with smiles on their faces.
There was another example of judo's progressive and inclusive nature on the opposite side of the draw, as for the first time, a team of refugee athletes competed in this competition. The work that the IJF has done to give these judoka a chance to compete at individual events now extends to the team event. And although the team were defeated by the might of Russia in their opening match, this is just the beginning for them. Who knows how much talent this team will unlock in the future. But for now, it would be Russia coming through the pool to make the semi-final. There, they would face a French team fresh from a brilliant individual championships. However, Russia had them on the ropes, with wins from Ksenia Chibisova against newly crowned world champion Madeline Malonga at over 70 kilograms, and Inal Tasoev against Cyril Marais at over 90 kilograms. The baton was then passed to Daria Mezitskaya, who went a Wazari down to Sarah Leone Sizik at under 57 kilograms.
Suzuki already was hurry up, but she knows that she needs this match desperately. Mezitskaya and Russia 2-0 up so far. Oh, look at that! Soda Makikomi! And she scores Ippon, and Suzuki has done it. She's brought France back into this match. Brilliant stuff under pressure, it really was, and that's the beauty of having team matches. You rely on each other, and she performed when she really needed to.
With France now back in touch, Guillaume Chaine took up the charge at under 73 kilograms, as he faced Yevgeny Prokopchuk.
Prokopchuk of Russia knows he has to attack here. They need this to put them 3-1 up. Look at this! Chaine now with the lift up. Somebody's going to go here. Oh, Uchigari! Oh, and he just drives him onto his back there. What an important match that was for France. And that makes it 2-2. Well, he went for the Kosoto there, the Russian. But in the end, Chaine just changes the direction. Look at the control of the hips he has. And he drives him back there, cleanly onto his back for a great Ippon. Brilliant stuff. 2-2.
Newly crowned world champion Marie-Eve Gay then defeated Madina Tamiazova, before Mikhail Igolnikov beat Axel Clerget to level the scores at 3-3. A tie-break situation. A random draw would select two fighters to compete again in an immediate golden score contest, an element of chaos thrown into a sport of order. And it couldn't have gone better for France, under 70 kilograms. World champion Gay, one of the team's top athletes, would face Tamiazova, one of Russia's least experienced competitors, in a tense showdown.
The winner, of course, will take their team through to the final. Gay's the world champion. Now then, oh, look at that, Soda Makikomi, and she wins it for France, and France are through to the final. Oh, they can't believe it. They absolutely can't. And look at that, wow. Tamiazova, she can't believe it either because, well, she was relatively inexperienced. She had a mountain to climb against the world champion, but the world champion, she sealed it for France, and they're through.
Russia would face Azerbaijan for bronze. Their first match would see Zelim Kotsoyev, an under 100 kilogram fighter, taking on Tassoev, an over 100 kilogram fighter. Would the weight advantage make a difference?
What an amazing match Kotsoyev is having. He's really been throwing everybody all day. Look at the arm! Oh, look at that! Tassoev goes over the top for a huge Ippon. And that puts Azerbaijan 1-0 up. That was incredible. The arm was right the way over the back there, and the heavyweight Russian just goes over the top. And he made that look so easy, he really did. Massive Surigoshi, and he puts Azerbaijan ahead.
But Russia soon asserted their dominance in the match. First, Mezitskaya made amends for her semi-final defeat by levelling the scores at under 57 kilograms. Lechiediev then threw Nijat Shikalizada for Ippon at under 73 kilograms to make it 2-1, before Elena Prokopenko extended their lead with another Ippon win at under 70. It then fell to Kusen Kalmazeyev to win it for them, which he did with a Wazari score against Mamadli Mediev at under 90 kilograms. Once again, Russia show their depth in a mixed team event, with a bronze medal for the second year running. So we come to the final, for which the Prime Minister of Japan, Mr. Abe Shinzo, was present, alongside IJF President Mr. Marius Visa. The atmosphere inside the Nippon Budokan was electric as France came out into the arena. Cyril Marais, Sarah Leone Sizi, Guillaume Chaine, Marie-Eve Gay, Axel Clerget and Madeleine Malonga would represent their country in an unchanged team. The crowd then reached fever pitch as the Japanese team was announced. Kagiura Kokuro and Yoshida Tsukasa remained, whilst Ono Shohei, the world champion, was added to the lineup, alongside Arai Chizuru, Murao Sanshiro and Hamada Shori. Marais would be first up for France, clashing with a Kageura desperate to prove his worth. As expected, it was a tight matchup, which would be decided in golden score.
Marais can't afford any other penalties. He knows that. This is crucial. Oh, wow. That was real opportune as she was there from Kagura, and he just sweeps Marais along the mat. It was brilliantly taken, and the movement there, Kosei Inui says yes, that was beautiful, because it was. 1-0 up to Japan, and that was just beautifully taken, and Marais didn't stand a chance. The perfect start for the home team.
The impressive Suzuki was now tasked with stopping Japan from extending their lead, as she faced Yoshida at under 57 kilograms.
Suzuki has been superb. She really has. Very explosive. Got her work cut out here with Yoshida though. Very experienced Yoshida. Strong grips. Oh my goodness, it's all over. Oso Tagari there from Suzuki, and she's evened it all up, and that was brilliant. And you do not see Yoshida going over like that very often. That was amazing. As she was to set it up, Oso Tagari, she was on the sleeve with both hands, and she just drives downwards, and Yoshida hits the mat with such a thud. What an ippon. 1-1 then. France against Japan. And I think France have a new star.
Just when Japan needed to steady the ship, their talisman was waiting. Ono, one of the best to ever put on a judogi. The man who took his third world title 5 days ago. He would face Shane at under 73 kilograms.
Shane knows he has his work cut out here. Mountain to climb. The great Ono won the world title in style. Comes out here, the whole crowd are cheering. Oh, Uchimata! Now then, he thinks it was an ippon. It was a wazari given, and that was amazing. Right off the bat there, spins in for the Uchimata, and Shane just goes right over the top. Didn't quite land absolutely on the back, so a wazari was given, and the full somersault afterwards. Look at the momentum. Now, Shane, can he make any kind of a dent here on Ono? Ono, such versatility. Oh, and it's Yoko Tomonagi, and this time he gets the wazari wazetti ippon, and he made that look so easy. All within 31 seconds. He just came out and he took the fight to Shane. Shane didn't have time to settle at all. Uchimata first of all, then Tomonagi to finish it off, and he puts Japan 2-1 up with absolute brilliance.
Next, Arai Chizuru had a point to prove. After she lost early 3 days ago, her world title was eventually taken by her opponent Gai. It was a match between the old world champion and the new one.
Arai has a point to prove here. The former world champion, last year's world champion, against the current world champion, the new world champion. And if Arai wins this, it's 3-1 Japan. Now, what's going to happen? She doesn't want to stay there, that's for sure, because Arai, that's exactly what she wants. Tries the double lapel. And now Gahi is in trouble here. If she gets that leg out, and I think that leg's just going to slip out, because it always does. Just look how easily that foot is coming out. She's in the hold down, and Osai Komi called. Absolute brilliance from Arai. She knew exactly what she wanted, and she just held her there for the win. Ippon to Arai in the final, and the crowd go mad, and that puts Japan 3-1 in the lead.
With France on the brink of defeat, Clerget would need all of his experience to combat the explosive throwing skills of young gun Morale. With the Frenchman narrowly avoiding defeat time and time again, both competitors were exhausted after nearly 5 minutes of golden score. One of them would need to find something to break the deadlock.
Well, if Clerget wins this, he'll bring France back into it, that's for sure. Morale knows that if he wins, they've won it. Now then, what's going to happen here? Newaza and Clerget going for the Sangaku. And Morale needs to get out of there. The arm's being wrapped up. Great bit of Newaza here from Clerget. This is a pressure point for sure. He's got to get that leg out, and Morale trying to just take that leg. Oh, he's almost out, but still the Sangaku is on, and now Clerget tries to climb on top. They're outside the area, but it's still developing the Newaza, so it carries on, and now he's turned it into the outside Komi. He's got the strangle on again, and I think he's submitted there. Oh, the referee's called Mate. But I'm almost sure that Morale tapped the leg. And Clerget's saying he definitely submitted, and I think the rest of the people in this audience think the same. The commission are looking at this very carefully. Let's take a look. Watch the hand. There's the tap. It has to be a submission, so now it surely is 3-2. And there it is, there's the submission. Morale definitely submits, and that means that Clerget, yes, he gets the Ippon! Oh, what a pressure point that was. Absolute brilliance from Clerget, under pressure.
Next, Hamada faced a rematch of the World Championship final from just 2 days ago against Malonga. There she was dominated, losing by Ippon as Malonga stripped her of her title. Could Hamada turn the result around for her team?
This is a repeat of the World Final just a few days ago. Hamada, everything to prove. She'll want the Newaza. Obituri Gaeshi and Malonga needs to get out of there. If she wants to even this match up, she needs to stand up with Hamada. Hamada starts the Obituri Gaeshi. If she can climb this, then Malonga's in trouble, and I'm telling you now, she's not going to move from there. Hamada has turned it on Malonga, and this rematch is going to end with Hamada winning this match, and not only that, winning the World Team title for Japan. Absolute brilliant Newaza from Hamada, and she will be a happy lady tonight. There they celebrate, look at that, the whole Japanese team celebrate, smiles and handshakes everywhere. Disappointment for France, they were so close, and the Prime Minister of Japan, Mr. Shinzo Abe, Mr. Yamashita, and of course the President of the IJF, Mr. Marius Visa, celebrate together, and they appreciate what a brilliant job Japan have done. They have been amazing all day, and they have shown what incredible depth they have. The reserves that they put in as well just performed incredibly well and brilliantly. That's all that can be said. This team, well, the gold medals have been presented by Mr. Marius Visa, the President of the International Judo Federation. The second place trophy goes to the French and is presented by Mr. Yoshiro Mori of Japan. A disappointed French team, but they performed well all day. And the gold medal trophy is presented by Mr. Shinzo Abe, the Prime Minister of Japan. And now the celebrations can begin. This has been an amazing World Championships. The individuals was led by Japan, with France very close behind. And the teams was just the same. This has been an amazing World Championships. Japan have done us proud.